Okay, and what I learned in economics is form follows function. And the way a thing behaves is much more important than how it looks. And I see these scarf joints, they're failing at an extraordinarily high rate compared to a basic 90 bevel. And, you know, if I'm going to offer you counsel about board replacement, if we start over here and your choice is actually letter D, select, I'm looking at number 2 here. 3 is actually one of the prettier boards, and coming over here, that's got a pretty big split in it, and it gets real bad on that end. So right. I mean, this might be 2, and that looks like about an 8-foot run. Skipping a few and catching this one, whatever number, for an 8-foot, and the next one in a 16. And right here it's pretty, but then it starts to get bad. Right. And that starts to get bad. The big crack, that starts to get bad. And this is half good, half not. Especially with that knot in here and the degradation at that point.
Would you take out a portion of a board, or would you really take the whole thing and that's the end of that?
I do it all.
Okay.
I'd tear the whole board out, because you know what you're doing is trying to cut against your nail joint. That's tough. This is a board actually with my foot on it that has the scarf joint. I was just demonstrating the cut foot.
Yeah.
Here it's not bad, but as you traverse down, it starts to get some chasms.
Well, if you replace a board that has half of a scarf joint, then it's going to butt up against another one. So either you replicate the scarf joint, or you replace both of them, or you put butt joints. I mean.
Right. And here again, with the input of the homeowner saying that, you know, I agree those scarf joints are pretty daggum dangerous. So then if we're starting to do rows, you have seen that probably 50% that I've gone through.
Yeah.
And I would skip, I'd do this one here and probably skip that, even though it's got some pretty big cracks. And this one has got some cracks, but they're not nearly as bad. But my point here is starting to very clearly be that if you do the ones I'm talking about, you're ending up with a 50% refurbish, and you're not going to like it because the other half is going to need it next year.
That's right.
And these 2 I would keep. And so...
well, all told, it's looking like you might have to replace about half the boards on the deck.
Right. So, and that was part of that run. So maybe, yeah, well, depending upon your interest. And these are some very attractive, all the way out to the line of the sun at this time of day, and he's good. I would think about this one coming really to the edge. The next one is a toss-up. I would keep this one, except this area here is starting to crack in a bad way. I would definitely take the next board because of that bad crack. I would keep it. Probably keep the next one and let that one go.
Well, because of not it looks like you're taking between we would end up taking between a third and a half
and
of
this
all the
one
boards. This one's way gone.
Agreed. But the next one is okay. So, but my point, when the homeowner comes out here and spends $2,000 on a deck refurbished and a clean and seal, and the board's gone and replaced, they're gonna have a deck they're not in love with either.
Because it's mix and match.
And I've learned that over time that they need to come out and see something real pretty.
That's what they want.
And I